Guys, hey. So my schedule has changed. I am no longer. I'm not really up during the day until hair in my face. And wow, Distractosaurus Rex strikes again. Okay. So anywho, God help me. It's about 5:41 in the morning. I have made this video umpteen 50 times since I got my fill, but every time I go to, every time I go to make the video, I'm like, no, you sound retarded. What's wrong with you? No, you're not uploading that. Nope. So let's hope this one goes through because I'm tired of saying the same thing over and over again. So that being said, I got my fill in. He would not allow me to film it. He was not comfortable with that. I respect that, so we did not get to film it. If you want to see a lap band fill, there are bajillion, million, skillion, fajillion, billion all over YouTube. Just type in lap band fill, and then you got somebody jabbing a big ass needle in your stomach. Okay, so I have my port is right here, literally right here, and it's very close to the skin. He got it as close as he possibly could. So I feel it all the time or a day. I know exactly where it's at. We will start with the story of what the hell. So here is my story of what the hell. So, I watched a bunch of people get their fills done. I talked to a bunch of people who got fills done, and then they were all like, oh, it don't hurt none, and it's fine. And I heard some people say, it's the worst thing that ever happened to me. And then I heard some people were like, my band exploded. You hear all kinds of crap. You just don't listen. Don't listen to anybody but your damn surgeon. Jeez Louise. So everybody's experience is different. And yeah. So, I go in there. He talks to me. He's like, okay, are you ready for a fill? And I'm like, don't mind if I do. So I lay down on the table. I pull my shirt up a little bit. I pull my bra up a teeny tiny bit because my port is, And he gets this big ass needle. He gets this big ass needle, and I'm not talking like, in your mind it's big. I'm talking like you could make kebabs with this bitch. Like it was quite large. And so at that time I'm like going, because I watched people's videos, and like I was like, that's pretty big. That's quite larger than I suspected. Yeah. I'm looking at like the needles for people to get an epidural. Those suckers. That's what I was like. And he didn't pull out no lidocaine. I was like, maybe he's gonna be real nice to me and pull out some lidocaine. So he's like, okay, I've got 4 cc's of water in this. I'll put 4 cc's in. So sorry, my eye's itching. Obviously. So I'm laying down. He gets the syringe, and he's poking on the port, looking at it, and then he goes and pops it in, and I'm like, that's exactly the face I have. You can probably ask my husband; he'll be like, "This face she makes." I was like, and I tasted saline. So for about 30 seconds, my heart stopped, and I was like, "Oh my God, my fucking band has got a hole in it." I'm like, ah, for like a good 30 seconds, I had lost my ever-loving mind. And I was like, Marie, I love you, but I'm potty mouth. I'm sorry. So that is what was going through my head, is that, oh my God, my band has a hole in it. Oh my God, my band has a hole in it. He's going to have to open it up. He's going to have to yank it out. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God. So I'm freaking out, and he's like, I didn't get it. And I was like, yeah, I tasted saline. And he's like, yeah, because of the extra skin that I have, and because of, just general walking around and stuff like that, and I didn't stay still, and because I'm fat, and because I have a very large apron that pulls on the muscles in my stomach, my port is kind of askewed. So instead of it being, straight up and why is my what straight up and down, it's a little bent. So, he said, tense your stomach for me. So I tensed my stomach, and then he was like, right in. It did not hurt per se. It was uncomfortable, and I could feel the water going in. And I was like, no, don't like that. Don't, nope, 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 nope. So yeah, I could feel the water like going in because it was like bubbling through the band. I was like, oh, that is not comfortable. That is not natural. Ooh. And then, I started to feel the restriction, and he said, I need you to sit up. And now I'm sitting, him and my husband helped pull me up because I got a gigantic needle stuck in my stomach, like chest, just like sitting out here, like, this big ass needle. And he's like, okay, so take a drink of water. I take a drink of water, it ain't going down. He's like, take another drink of water, it ain't going down. So he pulls out half a cc. He's like, take a drink of water, I take a drink of water, it ain't going down. He's like, is it going down yet? And I'm like, it's slowly kind of draining, kind of, sort of, kind of, maybe, kind of, excuse me. And, he's like, well, he pulls out a full, liter. Yeah, he pulls out a full liter. Jesus Christ. He pulls out a full cc, and he's like, okay, we'll do 3. So I have had a very hard time. I've had a very, very hard time. But the thing that got me the most is that when he pulled this needle out of me, it sounded like you were uncorking a bottle of wine. It went, just like, champagne. And I expected, my blood and or the water to just spray out of my chest. I was like, that's the sound I made. Because it went, and I was like, and he assured me it was fine, but I did not like that. That was not pleasant. I was not warned, hey, lady, I'm about to yank this needle out of your chest hole, and I don't want you to freak out, but it's going to sound like I'm about to pull it out of your skin, and or that I just uncorked a bottle of wine. So I was like, I didn't particularly care for that. So having said that, I have had a very hard time for the past week. My band has been very tight. I shouldn't say that. My stomach has been very irritated because we put water in the band, which means I have done a lot of throwing up. I've done a lot of regurgitation. I'm still working on it. My band hates anything cold. Anything remotely not room temperature or warm? Yeah, or warm, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it at all. Cold, of course, I'm tired, y'all. Constricts. That's the right word. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Constricts the band, and warm, of course, helps kind of, warm, of course, kind of lets the band open up a little bit, relaxes the plastic or silicone or whatever that kryptonite, I don't know what the hell's in there. But as far as that, food has been very hard. I've thrown up chicken, eggs, yogurt, apple juice, coffee, tea, water. You name it, I probably horked it up in the past week because my band was just not cooperating. Yesterday was the first day that I have been able to eat and not completely hork up everything that I put in there. So I was pretty appreciative of that. Excuse me. I did not eat very much. I have not eaten very much. I am down to 312 pounds, but I believe I'm back up to 314 pounds because my body went into kind of funky starvation mode, and I'm about to get my lady time within the next week or so. Not an excuse in the least, but I don't have malabsorption anymore. So I'm having to work it out and do it myself. And I got very dehydrated. Speaking about dehydration, not being able to eat means you probably can't drink either. So yeah, I've not had I've not had a whole lot to eat or drink because with my stomach being so tight, it was very hard for me to get in water. So I'm so sorry. That's what I've been doing yesterday. Drinking a lot of tea, green tea, no caffeine. I have not had any coffee. Coffee has not felt good. I went to the ER the other day because I was having issues with my dehydration. And not only that, but when you're dehydrated, your fecal matter, TMI people, if you don't want to hear about fecal matter, I suggest you click off right now. Because I'm about to go there. So, with your fecal matter, not going to the bathroom every day because you're not really eating, but not only you're not eating, you're not really drinking, and the the pressure over time makes your fecal matter harder and a little bigger than it should be. I have had IBS with constipation instead of diarrhea pretty much my whole life. So, way before I even had any surgeries, I've had to deal with constipation, fissures, and hemorrhoids. Well, one of them got the best of me, by God. Um, I went to the bathroom, I had a BM, and it opened up my fissure. If you don't know what an anal fissure is, it's not pleasant. It is exceedingly painful. It is a cut that knits itself back together. So we'll talk about it because that's the kind of person I am. I tell y'all everything. So this is your beehole. Okay, obviously your beehole probably isn't that big, but if it is, everybody's different. Everybody's an ass. Everybody's got one. Okay, so this is your beehole. If you have a fissure, your stuff is going to try to come out of this and it's going to kind of break that open a little bit. So over time, it knits back together. So now we've got an overlap. Okay, you have constipation again. You have to go to the bathroom. Once you go to the bathroom, you open it back up again. It breaks open, lots of bleeding, lots of pain, knits itself back together, and oh, look, it's overlapping even more. So over time, this scar tissue is constantly being broken open. It's really effing painful. I have internal and external hemorrhoids because of pushing, because of dehydration. The struggle is real. I didn't mean to call y'all asses. Like, I had a funny in my head, and it just kind of went out because I was really tired and wasn't thinking about it. So, I'll get to that joke another time. So, anyhow, definitely, I went to the ER because no matter how I sat, no matter if I laid on my stomach, if I laid on my back, if I laid on my side, I even put my ass in the air and I waved my hands like I didn't care. It didn't matter because I was uncomfortable and it hurt. And I got to turn this off because it's about 14 minutes pretty soon. So I've rambled pretty much enough. But anyway, I ended up in the ER. They gave me 2 CAT scans because the first time they fucked up. And I fit in the CAT scan machine. I was really excited about that part. I ended up with a sitz bath, hemorrhoidal cream, suppositories, and more Miralax, and some lidocaine gel. The only thing that helped me was the lidocaine gel. So if you guys have fissures, they do have lidocaine hydrocodone gel. It has been my best friend for the last 2 days. I will talk to you guys later because if it gets any bigger, I don't think it'll let me upload it. And I don't think y'all want me to talk about my ass no more. So we will be back on Tuesday, illness permitting. Christina is still in the hospital. please, guys, pray for her. She's got so much stuff going on. Beautiful, beautiful lady. You know, if you can, please pray extra, extra hard for her. We will be back on Tuesday, 7:30, 9:30, 10:30, depending on what time zone you're in. We'll be talking about all kinds of whatnot and who that and what there, and hopefully Christine will be able to join us, but I'm not sure because she's not feeling good, y'all. I love your faces. I will talk to you next time. Bye.